Alright guys, so today I have my fuel pump out of my truck. It's a 2005 Nissan Titan. I couldn't really find anywhere how to rebuild this thing. There were some old articles on Titan Talk, but the links were dead because they were so old. So I didn't really get an idea of how to do it, but after a few hours I figured it out. And once you get the unit itself out, it looks like this. You'll want to be careful because this stuff is brittle and sensitive, especially your float here. I am rebuilding this thing today with a Walbro fuel pump, just the pump motor itself, also known as TI Automotive. I think that's their new name. First thing you're going to want to do is take off your line here. It was a kind of a pain to get off, so you'll have to play with that, but be careful or you'll have to replace it if you break it. Also, this connector will have to come off. I have it just dangling there, but you just push in and pull up. Then you have this other fuel line that goes to the top of the fuel pump. They are heat shrinked on, so what you have to do is get a razor blade. Let me get some light here. You'll have to get a razor blade. Do I have a razor blade anywhere? I had a green one. So what you want to do is get a razor blade, make a slit in it very carefully, and it'll come up. And you'll also do that at the bottom, which you can do after you get this whole canister out. And then after you do that, I'm gonna take that off. You can see all these tabs. There's a tab here, there's a tab on the back, but most importantly is this tab and this tab over here. These are gonna be a pain, but if you get this fuel line off, they're not that bad. You'll want to be careful because this thing has been in your gas tank probably for a long time. Where's that other pick at? Oh. I did break a few picks in the process, so please like the video so I can buy some new ones. That's loose. I wish I knew this the first time I rebuilt it. So now you're left at this part. This is the canister. I'm gonna lean that against the wall here. And then you'll have this circle clip thing. It's clipped in. You'll do the same thing. You want a real fine screwdriver. Once you get two sides off, it will clip out. Whoops. So that comes off. I marked it with a marker the first time. That way I knew where it went, but it kind of wiped off because there was a lot of gas. But anyway, you'll have this little rubber stopper at the bottom. You'll simply take that out. And once your fuel line and your connector's out, this thing will slide out. You'll have a rubber seal on top. A little spacer, that's what I'm going to call it, and then your pump. You're going to remove that rubber seal and spacer. I'm going to grab my new fuel pump. You can see the size difference, right? So the new Walbro fuel pump does not need the spacer. So you're going to set that aside. You're going to make sure your seal is nice and clean. Slide it over. Make sure it's seated nice. Then we're gonna put it back. I'm gonna take this cover off there. I'm gonna slide that back in just like that, no spacer. Then I'm gonna reuse this stopper because the one that came with my Walbro kit is a little different. It's okay to use a factory one if it's in good shape. If it's brittle, don't reuse it. I'm going to set that back in. That will snap on once you get it. So you'll verify you're snapped in all the way around. Your rubber's lined up nicely. And in my case, I had an aftermarket Walbro little sock here. but I don't think it's gonna fit. I've been playing with it. I don't think it's gonna fit. So what I'm gonna do is clean this original one. I'm gonna make sure it's not damaged in any way, and I'm just gonna reuse it because it's in good condition. It's not brittle. So I'll reuse this, and pretty much vice versa. This will slide in back how you had it. So you're gonna wanna replace your fuel line that you cut because it will not work again. It's cut. With high temperature, high pressure fuel line, you'll want to make sure it's a fuel line. If it's not a fuel line, it can deteriorate in the gas tank. You'll want to make sure it's a fuel line. I cleaned all this good stuff out too with a compressor and some cleaner, well, really water. But all this is clean and ready to go. So I'm going to reinstall this. While I'm waiting on my fuel line to come in for my fuel pump, I'm going to be sanding the back of my truck. That way I can get it bed lined so I can get the bed installed. I won't be painting the truck yet, but I need to get the back part bed lined so I don't have to worry about it. But anyway, I went to Advanced Auto Parts, O'Reilly's, and none of them had a plastic piece like this. So I bought it online, and it says it fits a Walbro 255, so I'm hoping that's accurate. And once I get that installed and clamped down, I'll be able to put that in the truck and hopefully get it started. This is what my fuel pump's looking like now. I had to order this piece online. I could not find that part, that hose, in any auto parts store, so I had to order it online, but it fit nicely. I've double clamped it with just a normal hose clamp and then this special kind of, what are these called? These kind of clamps, I don't know actually what they're called. And then I did it down here as well. And everything's plugged in, so I'm gonna verify everything and install this bad boy. Nothing here. Yep. Let's see if my truck will start. I'll list everything I've replaced after this clip. Okay, I hear it now. Alright, go to the engine bay. I did hear the fuel pump. That's confirmed. I'm so nervous. Ready? Please starter work. Okay. That starter sounded powerful. It felt powerful. Look how, listen to it. Is it leaking? Yeah. I did plug it up. I plugged it up. I only put a gallon of water in it. Is that oil?
That is oil, my friend.
What happened? Oh my god. Wow, I had to clean up that oil spill. But it's pretty clean considering. I might throw some cleaner on it as well, but I use kitty litter. Alrighty, I'm gonna start this thing back up. I had to fill it back up with oil because most of my oil shot out because of a loose bolt, which I don't even know. So let's hear this new, freshly rebuilt fuel pump prime. Not very loud at all, especially I have my bed off, so it's a little bit louder, but not bad. Let's go ahead and give her a crank. This truck does have a new starter as well, so it does start pretty easy. I did just cut my muffler off, or take it off actually. install these new brakes on this truck. Detroit axle is what I'm installing. Drilled and slotted. Even better than before, hopefully. I mean, surely with all these new parts I've installed, it better run better, but should be good. That exhaust hanger I had hanging up is rattling. Anyway guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Leave a like if you did enjoy it or if this helped you out. That means a lot to me. Spent a lot of time trying to figure this out, so that means a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on post notifications to get a notification every time I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.